Aldridge will be on our sideline tonight reporting. And the Jazz start out with the ball. All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. So for Oklahoma City right now, at small forward and power forward, it's George and Patterson. Westbrook and Robertson are the backcourt pair, and it's Adams in at the pivot spot manning the middle. On defense, Utah. And for a while, you had to wonder how Russell Westbrook would play if he was the standalone leader of a team.
What we found out is Russell Westbrook is now an MVP. This guy was the unquestioned leader of the team, and I thought the entire group reflected his intensity on the court.
Now, here's Rubio. Steven Adams unable to get his last shot to go. Now here's Gobert. To the left side wing. 5 on the clock. Here's Mitchell. Misses off the right iron. Jazz on D. And here's George for 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall. George has got himself on the board with 3 there.
And this is a shot Paul George makes consistently, right? When he's in rhythm, he's ready to fire off the bounce.
Rubio, the pass to Ingles. Now the feed to Gobert. Gobert with a screen for Rubio. The wide open look here for Ingles. That's in, coming off an assist from Rubio.
Wow, able to survey over the top of defenses as well as squeeze into tight quarters. Rubio is the consummate playmaker.
Westbrook kicks to George. Back to Westbrook. Adams with the screen on Rubio. Screen by Adams. Here's Robertson. That's short off the rim. Utah has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. And Rubio kicks to Gobert. Nice ball movement by Utah. Here's Favors. He feeds it to Gobert. Favors with the screen. Here's Mitchell. And he sinks the shot coming off the strong pick.
Well, you like the attention to detail from Derek Favors. Great at staying in place when setting these screens. Creates opportunities for his guys. Love it.
Now here's Westbrook. Shoots over Rubio. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops.
And he'll take that. The nice, easy mid-range jumper. First bucket of the day.
A pretty good way to start the game, right? The defense has to be more aggressive, keeping him away from that area of the floor, or it's going to be a long night.
Favors. He kicks to Rubio. And here's Ingles outside. And Utah, another 3.
There's a chance he could go for a big game if they don't D him up on the perimeter.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, Billy, Donovan and I got a chance to talk for a little bit. What he's proud of is how well they're playing above the neck. He said, I can forgive physical mistakes. Everybody misses shots. What bothers me are the mental mistakes. And I haven't had to get anyone's ear about that with this team. Well, that's pretty heady basketball, Kevin. We'll see if they can keep it going tonight.
Thank you, David. So if their coach is right, their success today will depend on how well they shoot the ball.
And they're going to have to work hard at the offensive end to make that happen. Strong player movement and ball movement will be key.
Well, exactly, because you can have the most dangerous shooters in the league, but if they're not sharing the basketball, it doesn't do you any good.
The first one falls, and you watch the Thunder play, and they are just so physical with teams. They will bump you inside and outside and do everything they can do to let you know they are going to lock things down.
Well, look up and down the roster, Kevin, and you're going to see very physical players. Steven Adams and Russell Westbrook set the tone, but you can't expect to play the Thunder and not be needing a little ice bath after the game.
So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. George dishes to Westbrook. Adams with the screen on Rubio. Westbrook passes to Adams. Second shot opportunity, and another shot. He takes it up and lays it in. Adams has got his first points of the game.
Listen, we know Steven Adams is one of the best offensive rebounders in the NBA. You've got to have great awareness about him on the glass.
Now, here's Rubio. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. And it's Mitchell missing.
Yeah, coming off that screen, wide open, just can't convert.
Well, I think, Greg, that's exactly what you want. The screen was solid. The execution just fell a little bit short on the shot.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Joe Ingles. That is his first foul of the game. It's stolen by Gobert. Ingles kicks to Mitchell. Shot goes down. Very quick possession right there. Mitchell's got 5 points so far. Rubio against Westbrook. There's the dish to Adams. Gobert with the block.
Well, this is the calling card of Rudy Gobert, a superb shot blocker. The wingspan is a thing of beauty.
Favors passes to Rubio. And Gobert kicks to Mitchell. Rubio outside. Gobert dishes to Rubio. 4 on the shot clock. Favors with the screen. Baseline jumper. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
Oh, a lapse defensively, and they actually get away with it. Bad idea to leave him open consistently, though.
Pass to Roberson. To the middle. Stolen by Rubio. Dishes to Ingles. Back to Rubio. Kicks it to Gobert. Here's Mitchell. He has 5. Here's Favors. And off the front iron, and in it goes.
I'll tell you, that's about focus on the interior, because Favors is a super talent, and he'll find a way to score inside.
Roberson the pass to Westbrook. Back to Roberson. Score of the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Amazing how he gets this one to go. Size doesn't matter.
What fearlessness, right? He likes to go at taller defenders, and he shows he has what it takes to get it done.
Now, here's Rubio. Looking for his first basket still in this one. And Gobert kicks to Favors. Shot clock at 2. Shoots over Patterson. And again, Derek Favors.
Boy, hitting for good percentage here in the first quarter. He's doing what he can to get his team off on the right foot.
There's the pick. Roberson dishes to Adams. Now here's Westbrook. Defense is right there. Out to the wing. Screen by Adams. Roberson. Off target from outside.
And they've come out with a take no prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
Here's Mitchell. He's got 5. Rubio the pass to Mitchell. Gobert the screen. Here's Mitchell. Adams defending. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Yeah, I think Gobert is excellent eating the caroms. This guy has a real nose for the basketball.
Now George. Adams outside. He dishes it to Westbrook. Feeds it to Roberson. Adams with the screen on Gobert. Here's Roberson. They get the rebound. Adams' shot is off.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench if he keeps shooting it like that. He has been putrid here this quarter.
Ingles. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And the Utah Jazz, historically, they've always been one of the better franchises in the NBA. And it was nice to see them back in the playoffs in 2017 after that 4-year rebuilding phase. It tied their longest playoff drought since the team moved to Utah.
Two shots.
Free throw drops for Ingles. And this Jazz organization operating in a small market, but over the years, so competitive.
Yeah, you know, and a lot of times teams want to take shortcuts to contention. The Jazz know they're not going to win the free agent bidding wars. That creates a kind of discipline that they're looking to build from within.
Both good from the line that time. Thunder trailing by 10. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Thunder. It seems like every position on the floor is doing more multitasking these days. Asked to do more, play differently. So when you're thinking about guards, which do you think do the best job of generating offense, say, out of the post?
Well, the preeminent player that comes to mind is Dwayne Wade. And this is a guy who at his prime athletically was as good in the transition game as anybody in the history of the game. I know you had certain NBA analysts who have called him arguably one of the best two guards to ever play it. The current iteration of this guy is probably DeMar DeRozan, right? We talk about the loss of the mid-range. Well, DeMar DeRozan is excellent in the mid-range, and now they're starting to put him in the low post and let him use his size and his length to create a little fadeaway jump shot. Really pretty to watch and effective for any number of guards.
You nailed it.
It's so fascinating to look back on Thunder history because three current players who are dominating the league were together on the Oklahoma City Thunder: Harden, Durant, and Westbrook. In retrospect, the talent level on that team was unreal.
And Utah making a change here. Burks is checked in. There's a screen by Noel. Outside, George. Noel sets a screen for George. Back to Felton. Just 5 on the clock. There's a screen by Noel. Felton can't get it to go. And going back to the Thunder teams with the big three of Harden, Durant, and Westbrook, endures some bad luck with the Thunder during those seasons.
Well, first and foremost, they ran into a great Miami team in the NBA Finals. Then after Harden left, injuries to both Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook hampered their opportunities. Still, you think back, and if you're an Oklahoma City fan, you can marvel at the collection of talent you once had. I don't think the defense is much of a factor there. He just botches the finish.
Pass to Grant. Rejected by Crowder.
Well, Crowder known for his defense, and you love to see him get high for these rejections.
And the bucket counts. 3-point chance here.
I don't know if you can do it any better on both ends than they have tonight.
I don't think you can ask for anything more, Greg. What a wonderful job establishing a lead early in this one.
For Utah, they have gone 3 of 4 at the free throw line tonight. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Oklahoma City.
One shot.
Free throw good, Cephalosha. Thunder trailing by 13. Felton kicks to Noel. Adams sets the pick for Noel. Here's Grant. Cans it from downtown. Grant's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
Well, Grant is going to have to expand his range. And how about the confidence on that jumper?
Burks kicks to Utah. They set the pick. Nice ball movement by Utah. A shot by Burks. Nobody around. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Well, you simply have to admire the shooting ability of Alec Burks. How good is he off the screen?
Felton attacking. Screen by Adams. Schroeder dishes to Adams. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Adams has got his second basket.
I'll tell you, Steven Adams could be a force in the pick and roll. There are not many defenders who want to get in his way when he's the roll man.
Burks on the wing. He's covered by Felton. And Adams sends it back.
And the defense of Steven Adams is so important to this team. They depend on him to be a rim protector now.
Adams sets the pick for Grant. Schroeder, a three-pointer, no good.
And Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage.
Now here is Cephalosha. Up top, Crowder. Pass to Burks. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The three from Cephalosha. And Utah, another three.
And when you build a big lead like this, especially early, you have to guard against the letdown.
No, exactly right. You can't afford to get complacent, right? They have to stay hungry and humble if they want to keep this lead.
Here's Adams following the three-pointer by Utah. There's the pass to Grant. Jacks up a three. Burks pulls it in.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Now here is Cephalosha. 6 points for him. Off the screen, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Burks has got 5 now.
Defense in his grill, and Alec Burks keeps his eye on the prize. What concentration.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Noel, a screen on Crowder. Grant, right side. Right through the D for the layup. 5 points in the game.
Well, this is why Jeremy Grant's size is important. Stretches out beautifully whenever he's close to the rack.
Allen with it from deep three-point range. And so it's the Utah Jazz sitting with a comfortable lead, up by 14. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. We've got more in store for you right after this. And power forward Patrick Patterson, getting better every season. He said that his college career at Kentucky really helped prepare him for his life as a pro.
I think my 3 years at Kentucky, caused what I am now, as far as being a sound player, a guy who's not all about himself, who puts his team first and who works hard and who doesn't talk back, who doesn't do the negative things. He's a team player, he's a team guy, and he works hard.
Patterson Clark, exactly the guy he says he is, and that's why he's one of those glue guys you've got to have on your team.
And the kind of guy who his teammates love, because they know he's always going to have their back, always going to work hard, and always going to bring it.
And welcome back. It's been all one-sided so far through the first quarter as our second quarter gets underway. And guys, the Jazz enjoying a nice lead here.
I mean, an interesting first quarter. The pressure D seems to be causing a lot of turnover.
Feels like they're getting a lot of deflections, hands-on basketballs resulting into steals. This has been pretty to watch.
Allen is out there with Alec Burks. Then it's Thabo Cephalosha. Then it's Jay Crowder, and it's Udoh in at the 5 down low. That's the group for Utah getting going here in the second. Now here's Allen. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. 6 on the shot clock. Here's the screen. Here's Burks. And he comes off the screen to bury the jump shot. And the Jazz lead by 14.
You give Alec Burks a little daylight, this guy is ready to fire.
Grant up top. The feed to Schroeder. That one wide left.
That's what we're talking about in terms of the activity level defensively. You got to protect the rim.
No, exactly, Greg, especially when the ball is that deep inside. You've got to respect how he altered that shot.
Now here is Cephalosha after the miss from Dennis Schroeder. Shot by Crowder, no good. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by.
Well, obviously, the biggest impact Steven Adams has for this team is his ability to be a defensive force in the middle. This guy carves up space, takes away any would-be penetrators, solid rim protection, just an unbelievable guy on the interior.
More on Adams, Doris. Not only is he a shot-blocking presence, but also will come up with a good amount of steals for a big man.
And that's an area, Kev, where Adams has really improved recently. For his size, he's got great agility and great anticipation in the paint. And I like that there's no hesitation to rotate and challenge any player he switches onto.
That's good from Schroeder. Doris, so much offense is perimeter generated right now. What, if anything, could get us back to running more plays, say, through the post?
Do you think we could reinvent Hakeem Olajuwon or perhaps Patrick Ewing or
I
Bill
wish we
Russell?
could. I wish we could.
Because I know this.
Good point.
Every time I walk by a pickup game on the outside, you see guys sprinting to the three-point line and looking to be Steph Curry.
I know. And for a Jazz team that had patiently built itself into one of the top teams in the league, how tough is it, Doris, to lose a player like Gordon Hayward?
Well, it's brutal. He was their best player, an all-star, a huge blow. Because you think about Utah fans who have harbored concerns historically about the team's ability to retain star talent. This will feed those doubts, Kev.
Now, here's Grant. He has 5. There's a screen by Noel. And again, no good by Oklahoma City. Utah leading by 12. And here is Cephalosha. Outside Crowder. He feeds it to Udo. Allen passes to Cephalosha. They set the pick. Off the pick. That shot off. Adams, some nice D. Thunder trailing by 12. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Here's Schroeder. Rebounded by Cephalosha. Cephalosha's got his 3rd rebound on the night.
At some point, he has to stop shooting. How is this helping his team?
He kicks to Burks. Allen with it. Now guarded by Schroeder. That shot, no good. And Oklahoma City will go with it the other way. In the corner, it's Felton. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Felton's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Thunder. Allen kicks to Crowder. Crowder sets a screen for Burks. Udo dishes to Allen. It's stolen by Schroeder. In the corner, it's Felton. Burks with the steal. Allen against Felton. And it's good, 2 points. And the Jazz lead by 11.
Boy, what touch. You know, a lot of guys don't have the kind of feel necessary to make the floater.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated. And his guys are getting frustrated. Coach just really kind of needs to calm them down.
I think, Greg, they've got to continue to believe that the next shot is going to go in. He can hopefully communicate that effectively to them.
Utah ends up going with a new group. And a new group getting ready for Oklahoma City. Patrick Patterson, he's checked in for Adams. Paul George comes in for Grant. Andre Robertson, he's checked in for Raymond Felton. And Russell Westbrook subbed in for Dennis Schroeder. Here's Mitchell. 5 points in the game. Here's Ingles. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist. Ingles has got 10 points in the game. Here's Roberson. The dish to Westbrook. And he makes the bucket, drew contact, and gets the whistle, too.
You must respect the strength of Russell Westbrook. Boy, even when you foul him, he can still finish. Boy, what about last season for Russell Westbrook? Not only the numbers he put up, but the jaw-dropping plays he delivered. And he helped this Thunder team to a season where many thought they'd be out of the playoff picture. He gets them into the playoffs. Incredible journey.
One shot.
The free throw drops for Russell Westbrook. And for Westbrook, you have to look at his season in a historical context. It was so great. Doris, his contributions to his team in every facet of the offense and how much his team depended on him from start to finish.
You're correct, Kevin. And it's not just the average of a triple-double, right? It went beyond that. It was his competitive spirit and a willingness to absorb the loss of an all-time great player, put his team on his back, and get them back to the playoffs. Truly incredible.
And so here is Oklahoma City. Derek Favors unable to get his shot to go. And Roberson kicks to Noel. There's a screen by Noel. Shot clock at 5. And here's Westbrook from the arc. Utah with the rebound. Gobert's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And Rubio kicks to Mitchell. Favors with the screen. Mitchell passes to Favors. Shoots from the baseline. Again, Favors missing. Thunder trailing by 10. Outside Westbrook. Outside George. Here's Patterson. And again, no good by Oklahoma City.
Boy, he's so used to having a hand in his face that I think it caught him off guard to be that wide open.
Rubio with a wide open look. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Well, the catch and shoot game. Typically, Rubio's on the passing end of it. Not this time.
And Roberson kicks to Westbrook. Got it. And he's now 3 for 5 from the field.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Rubio dishes to Gobert. Passes to Ingles. Back to Gobert. And stolen by Patterson. Gobert can't hit. Thunder trailing by 11. Here's Roberson. And Patterson kicks to George. And Roberson has it in the corner. Just 5 to shoot. Outside Westbrook. Westbrook missing again. Jazz leading by 11. Lets it fly. Here's Gobert. Up and in. Now here's Westbrook. 7 points in the game. dishes it to George. Patterson a screen on Ingles. Here's George. Patterson. The shot's good on the assist by George. And Gobert last season with career highs in field goal percentage and free throw percentage.
And he averaged double figures for the first time in his career. If you ask me, he'll be a walking double-double in this league for a long time.
Here's Rubio. Patrick Patterson picking up that last bucket. Misses the layup.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
Westbrook passes to Patterson. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead. Patterson's got his second bucket of the game to go. Westbrook against Rubio. Out to the right wing. Here's Favors. The rebound by Patterson.
Well, obviously it's been an off night for him offensively, but give his teammates credit. They've bailed him out. He's still got time to turn it around.
Oh, what a beautiful pass. And then to catch and finish all in one motion. Stupendous.
An alley-oop like that, Greg, is so rare you just got to take a second and enjoy it. Here's Ingles, followed the score by Oklahoma City. And Gobert kicks to Favors. Here's Roberson. In the corner, it's Westbrook. Buries the long-range jumper. Westbrook's got 8 points in the quarter.
And started hot, and he's only gotten hot.
Rubio dishes to Gobert. Kicks it to Rubio. Back to Gobert. 6 to shoot. Here's Favors. Again, Favors missing.
The defense did a really good job of choking off the middle there once he got inside.
He was all alone on that one. And it's now only a 1-point Jazz lead.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agility.
He dishes it to Ingles. Gobert with a screen on George. Rubio in the corner. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Rubio's got a couple of three-pointers in the second for Utah. Westbrook kicks to Patterson. Feeds to George. Pass to Westbrook. Outside for George. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Utah leading by 4. Pass to Mitchell. Now Rubio. He has 6. Favors with a screen on Patterson. And Rubio kicks to Gobert. Here's Favors. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Now it's a 6-point Jazz lead. 1:27 left to play here in the second quarter. And Roberson kicks to Westbrook. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. This one for 3. Knocks down the 3 ball. Westbrook's got 11 points in the quarter. Greg, you watch the Thunder play, and it's clear that this team comes out looking to attack. Everyone on the team wants to put it on the floor and go right at the rim.
And part of that is their leader, Westbrook, just setting the tone. I mean, team finished near the top in points in the paint last season, and the addition of Paul George just helps to enforce that strength.
Utah shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
At the line for 2.
Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good. So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Udo's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Jay Crowder comes in for Derek Favors. Thabo Sefolosha has checked in for Joe Ingles. And Allen subbed in for Ricky Rubio. And a new group in here for the Thunder. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Nerlens Noel. Jeremy Grant comes in for Patrick Patterson. Raymond Felton, he's checked in for Andre Robertson. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Russell Westbrook.
Well, without great floor spacing, the Jazz have to work harder than most teams to find quality shots. They're very patient and methodical running their offense.
Now here's Schroeder. Adams sets the pick for Schroeder. Just 5 to shoot. Here's George, and the rejection by Udo. And they're able to recover, and they get it back.
Well, this is a tough night so far. They'd be smart to rely more on a couple of their other options.
Crowder kicks to Cephalosha. It's Allen on the wing. Outside Crowder. Here's Mitchell. Drills the three-pointer. Mitchell's got 5 points in the quarter.
And right now, they have all the momentum. I mean, just look at the score.
No, there's no doubt. You can see it. The lead continues to grow. They're not slowing down. I love the pressure they're applying.
And so it's Utah holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Joined by Coach Quinn Snyder. Quinn, your team is competing at a very high level. What do you think that's happening?
Well, we're trying to defend. And, we've been a little bit fortunate, too, that missed some shots. But, more than anything, we just want to try to guard and make it hard on them.
Got to make them feel you. Thanks, Quinn. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, for that interview. And we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. This big mountain of a man is Shaquille O'Neal, and this hill of a man is Kenny the Jet Smith. From the get-go, it was Utah that came out strong. They blasted through the opening period like a tornado, at one point leading by 16. Good work for them all around as they controlled the tempo, leading by 14 at the end of one. Momentum shifted slightly in the second quarter, causing them to lose some traction, but they still ended the half up by 8. And Shaq, what did you think about what we saw from Utah?
Well, the offense is running on all cylinders. Guys are focused, executing, not playing outside of themselves. That's why their shooting percentage was so high. See it up there, Ernie, in the stratosphere? Anyway, they're mixing things up, which keeps the defense scrambling.
Kenny, what was your takeaway on Oklahoma City?
Well, they shot under 40% in the first half. There's your deficit. They missed some open looks, wide open. But overall, I thought the offense was stagnant. Look for their coach to draw up some specific plays to try to jumpstart them in the second half.
So that'll do it for now as we send you courtside with Kevin Harlan and the rest of the 2K crew for the start of the second half.
The streets and buildings of Salt Lake City lit up gorgeously as we welcome you back to the action here in Utah. All right, the second half beginning in just a moment. Well, you look at Russell Westbrook in this game. He has been everywhere.
Yeah, so far they haven't found an answer for him. A scoring machine here in that first half.
And it's mattered not, Greg, whether he's been spotting up or creating for himself. He was unstoppable, and you hope it carries over to the second half.
Thunder trailing by 8. Taking a look at the Thunder. Inside, it's Patterson and Adams. Westbrook and Robertson are the backcourt pair, and it's George in at the small forward position. And that'll be Oklahoma City as it goes out of bounds. Thunder retain possession. And so here is Oklahoma City. Inside, keeps it alive.
Russell Westbrook with his head on a swivel. He understands where his guys are at all times.
Jazz leading by 6. Rubio outside, and there's the pass to Mitchell. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Outside Westbrook, and Robertson has it in the corner. Screen by Adams. Roberson the pass to Adams. Just 4 to shoot. Puts it up from 17. Utah with the rebound. Favors got his 5th rebound in this one. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Here's Mitchell. He's got 10. And the Jazz, another 3.
Well, this is a guy who understands his role in their offense, right? And they know exactly how to use him.
And Adams kicks to Westbrook. Screen by Adams. Outside Westbrook. Adams with the screen on Rubio. And here's George for 3. That doesn't go either for George.
Boy, what a cold start to the second half for them. Just 1 for 4 from the field so far.
And it's Mitchell missing. Thunder trailing by 9. There's the 3. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. The feed to Rubio. He kicks it to Gobert. He feeds it to Mitchell. Lets it go from 11. And the rebound goes to the Thunder.
And as he squares up for mid-range, the defender right in his face.
Well, classic example of crowding the shooter, not letting him get comfortable in the mid-range.
Jazz leading by 9.
Well, you look at the physique of Rudy Gobert. It's clear he's putting on more and more muscle. He's now over 250 pounds. The key is not just for holding position, but holding up physically in the rigors of the NBA.
Launches a 3. Bangs home the trifecta. Patterson's got 7 points.
Well, the nice rise and fire on the jumper. Patterson taking advantage of the space given.
Rubio with it. He's got 6. Gobert the screen. Mitchell dishes to Gobert. Out left to the wing. For the 3. Mitchell's shot is good. Mitchell's got 6 points in the quarter. And for Gobert, whose offensive game is mostly comprised, Doris, of dunks and layups, adding that strength has got to be critical, wouldn't you say?
Oh, no doubt, Kev. We see his field goal percentage steadily climbing since his rookie season, and I think strength has a big impact on your ability to be one of the best finishers in the league.
So it's the Thunder now, following the three-pointer by Utah. Second chance shot, and that's good for 2. And that's now 10 points for Steven Adams.
Well, the size and the frame of Steven Adams is flat out intimidating. A high percentage scorer around the blocks.
Gobert the screen. Ingles kicks to Gobert. Back to Ingles. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Outside Westbrook. Patterson the screen. Westbrook kicks to Roberson. Gobert with the block.
I'll tell you, I hate to say it, but he's been dragging them down all night. The effort's there, but he continues to be ice cold.
Rubio outside. The dish to Ingles. Gobert with a screen on George. Here's Favors. The rebound by Patterson. Patterson's got his 4th rebound in this one. To the inside. And with that, the Utah lead is cut to just 7 on the basket from George.
Yeah, Paul George very confident down on the low block. He positions himself well to get off any shot he wants.
Favors with the screen. Gobert with a screen for Ingles. Gobert with a screen on Patterson. Ingles kicks to Rubio. Here's Gobert. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Steven Adams picks one up.
Rudy Gobert has become really excellent at getting deep low post position. The defense has got to foul him when he's that deep.
Doris, as we know, you were born in New York, grew up in New Jersey, lots of basketball talent in those areas. Who were some local players who influenced you early on?
Well, 1983 is the year the Philadelphia 76ers won the NBA championship, and that team was the epitome of cool, Kevin, right? You had the masterful doctor, the power of Moses Malone, but you know who I tried to emulate? Mo Cheeks.
No kidding.
Yeah, the steady, heady point guard who could make big shots and come up with a timely steal. I couldn't be the doctor. I couldn't fly like the doc, so Mo Cheeks is my guy.
Thabo Sefolosha has checked in for the Jazz. Alec Burks comes in for Mitchell. And Gobert drops them both. And the Jazz have been one of the more old-school franchises. Pounded inside, grind out victories. They're still a tough defensive team, but Doris, Coach Quinn Snyder is receptive to a wide-open style of play.
Right. Quinn wants them to play with pace, look for easy opportunities. He also likes power forwards who can stretch the floor. He understands that's the way the league is going, and he's on board with it.
Now, Rubio. Paul George missing from long range. This one on the play. Bucket's good. He'll go to the line.
Absolute power from Rudy Gobert. Terrific, out-muscling the defense.
And Utah adding another terrific defender this summer, trading for point guard Ricky Rubio. Rubio on a bargain contract the next 2 years. A nice move by the Jazz's front office.
Jay Crowder's checked in for Derek Favors. And then for Oklahoma City, Noel comes in for Patrick Patterson. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Andre Robertson.
And another thing with Rubio, the Jazz love to score with the pass. Few better playmakers in the league than Double R. Some might harp on his shooting, but he's a quality starting point guard.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City.
And his guys are getting frustrated. Coach just really kind of needs to calm them down.
I think, Greg, they've got to continue to believe that the next shot is going to go in. He can hopefully communicate that effectively to them.
Now here's Schroeder. There's a screen by Noel. And here's George for three. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Schroeder's got 3 assists in the game. Rubio the pass to Gobert. The Jazz working the ball around now. And Rubio kicks to Sefolosha. Gobert with a screen for Crowder. 4 on the shot clock. A floater and the rejection by Noel. And now the fast break. Schroeder with the ball. Good on the shot.
Well, I'll tell you, it takes a lot of confidence to go with the floater. That is not as easy as it looks.
And Rubio kicks to Crowder. Gobert the screen. On the wing, Sefolosha. Defended by George. Down low, Noel lays it up off the glass. And now just a 5-point Jazz lead.
Well, 6'11" Nerlens Noel so efficient down deep, working his magic thanks to that great size.
Crowder kicks to Sefolosha. Gobert with a screen on George. Rubio outside. Gobert with a screen for Rubio. Over Westbrook. The Jazz with another miss.
He really made that shot harder than it needed to be, and coach is not happy with that choice.
So the wing on the left. Adams down low. Defended by Gobert. There's Noel. And goaltending is going to be the call. So they get the basket there anyway.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
And Nerlens Noel out of Kentucky, slender and mobile and long. And Greg, he can cover ground in a hurry.
Boy, and you can see it in his rate of steals to go along with the blocks. That quickness is a huge asset in today's game. It's all about versatility, both offensively and defensively.
That's good from Noel.
And you know, guys, listen, Noel brings value. The reason he's a menace on the defensive end and an absolute warrior on the glass.
And here is Allen. There's the screen. Burks for three. Hits the three-point bomb. Burks has got 10 points in the game.
And you can see there the defender gets caught up on the pick.
You simply got to push through that, right? You need to at least contest the shot. Otherwise, he's going to knock it down.
And it's Grant in the corner. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. He's got 8.
Very good awareness from Grant. Just the ability to catch and shoot. So important to his growth.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Now the Thunder with it. They're on a 13-3 run right now. Adams outside. There's a screen by Noel. Here's Grant. Can't tie it up as that one misses. Utah leading. Over in the corner, Allen. And a miss there on the triple. Oklahoma City shooting a mediocre 41% in this one. Grant outside for the tie, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And guys, it was just announced last season that the Jazz had transferred the team's ownership to a legacy trust intended to keep the team in Utah for generations to come. Apparently, the move is a first of its kind in major North American pro sports.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He's off on the first. Greg, you look at the Jazz, that legacy trust means that all profits are reinvested right back into the team.
I mean, a tremendous move, recognizing that the team belongs to Utah and the people of Salt Lake City. This is truly a community asset.
And he's good on the second.
Well, I like how Jeremy Grant continues to work on his game. The jumper is coming along, and he remains an exceptional defensive player.
Now here's Allen. Passes it to Burks. There's a screen. On the wing, Cephalosha. Outside, Crowder. 5 to shoot. Shoots a fader. New 24 for Utah. Adams brings the double team. Burks can't get it to go.
Boy, it's tough to see how he misses that one. I don't think the defense was all that tight on him.
Felton attacking. The bucket is good. He'll have a chance for one more. It's going to go on Alec Burks.
And they have scraped and clawed to get back into this thing, just chipping away little by little and finally now taking the lead.
The one thing we saw with the Thunder last postseason, Doris, is that when Russell Westbrook comes off the floor, this team sometimes lost its direction.
Yeah, but now with Paul George in the fold, it makes sense to stagger their minutes. That way they won't have such a dramatic drop-off if Russell Westbrook leaves the floor.
That's good from Raymond Felton.
Listen, Ray Felton is a very dependable point guard. Fantastic floor general who just takes good shots and makes outstanding reads.
Here is Udo, looking for his first basket still in this one. Allen with it, now guarded by Schroeder. Here's the screen. Here's Burks. And just miss after miss right now. The Thunder with the lead. And it's Grant in the corner. There's a screen by Noel. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Well, the athletic Jeremy Grant, so good at initiating contact. He gets the defense to react to his aggressiveness.
This is his second trip to the line in this one.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. You look at the success that Coach Billy Donovan has had both at the college level at Florida and his first few years in the NBA at Oklahoma City. Doris, he very much feels at home in playoff and pressure situations.
Well, certainly Billy D has a lot of experience managing a team in a postseason setting. This is a guy who always tinkers during the regular season to find different angles to help his guys. Billy Donovan, one of those guys increasingly who you don't want to see in a 7-game series.
Jazz trail by 4. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Crowder kicks to Allen. They set the pick. Nice ball movement by Utah. To end the run. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim.
Effective screen set there for the jump shot. That was the key to the play.
Felton dishes to Schroeder. There's a screen by Noel. Grant kicks to Felton. Misses the 3. Utah has gotten the three-pointer to fall to the tune of 50% here in the third quarter. They've made 3 of 6. Burks the pass to Allen. Cephalosha kicks to Burks. A three-pointer is right on target. Burks has got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the Jazz. Dishes to Adams. He's looking for Noel and finds him. Adams with the screen on Burks. Felton goes in.
Well, Felton really applying pressure to the defense with the drive, forcing them to be way too aggressive with him.
For Oklahoma City, they have shot the ball well from the free throw line, 8 of 9.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. A different look for Oklahoma City. Patrick Patterson, he's checked in for Nerlens Noel, and it's Andre Robertson in for Jeremy Grant. He hits the second from the line.
That will sting a little bit, failing to get the lead when the opportunity was there, but he does tie it up.
Allen kicks to Udo. He dishes it to Cephalosha. There's the pick. Allen right side. Offensive rebound. Was shot by Udo, no good. The Thunder shooting it well here in the third, about 50%. Schroeder against Allen. It's Schroeder with the drive. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup. Schroeder's got 6.
And just showing you his determination despite the size difference.
I mean, how does he get that shot off? I mean, he had to angle that perfectly to get past the defender.
We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Oklahoma City out in front. They're up by 2. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling right here on 2K Sports. Let's take a listen to a recent huddle from Coach Billy Donovan.
Exert yourself by being disciplined and focused on the right stuff. All right, good job. Oh, let's go.
Words of praise from Billy Donovan asking them to stay locked in, make good choices.
Yeah, and when all 5 of these guys are on the same page, great things tend to happen. So let's see if that continues.
And we're set to start the action up here in the fourth quarter. And if it's anything like the first three, we should be in for a treat. They've got Cephalosha, Udo out there with Jay Kraut. Then there's Allen. And it's Mitchell in at the shooting guard position. That's the 5 on the floor for the Jazz.
And guys, right now, the defense mentally not there. Can't afford too many of those in a close game like this.
Yeah, Jay, you're right. Almost a free run for him there.
Yeah, with the score this tight, someone has to come over and take the charge, or at least contest the shot.
Derek Favors checked in for Jay Kraut. Outside, Felton. Kicks to Schroeder. 6 to shoot. Here's Roberson. Not enough on that one as it misses.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down. Try to get some easy ones.
Allen against Felton. Feeds to Adams. Over Mitchell. Adams' shot is off. The Jazz shooting at a decent 44% clip here. Outside Favors. On the wing, Cephalosha. Allen dishes to Favors. Favors with a screen on Patterson. Pass to Allen. Shoots a 3. It's hauled in by Adams. Adams has got 14 rebounds tonight. Going after. Outside, Felton. Pass to Patterson. Takes the 3. And that comes off the assist by Raymond Felton. And the Thunder lead by 3.
Amazing recognition by Felton. Sees the wide open man, sends it on time and on target.
Now here's Allen. Favors with the screen. Here's Mitchell. The pass to Favors. The baseline J. And it's in there.
Well, I think at this point he's proven, Derek Favors, that you've got to respect his mid-range. He is capable when given room.
Schroeder kicks to Patterson. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Cephalosha kicks to Favors. Allen outside. Jazz passing it around. Udo, the pass to Allen. Shoots over Schroeder. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Adams with the screen on Allen. Here's Schroeder, and the rejection by Udo. And they'll keep possession. Stolen by Mitchell. And now Utah, fast break. And it's Mitchell with the jam.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
Yeah, you know, sometimes your gut tells you to take a shot at the pick and then big move to keep the pressure on.
Schroeder against Allen. Now here's Schroeder. He's tightly guarded. The putback, great positioning on the putback.
Boy, I love how hard Steven Adams works on the boards. Excellent timing for that putback.
And the Jazz call time here.
And as you would expect, Steven Adams has grown into a larger role with this team. Really came in as a guy who could defend and rebound, but starting to become more of a factor within their offensive framework.
And Greg, with Adams, he hasn't just been given more opportunity to display what he can do on offense. He's earned it.
You hit it right on the head. And you know, as an example, a guy that was a bad free throw shooter, all of a sudden he became respectable because of his work ethic last season. Much more nimble in the paint than most would think. Just good awareness, and he knows when to pick his spots.
different look for Utah. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Utah. Joe Ingles comes in for Cephalosha. And Ricky Rubio subbed in for Allen. Paul George, he's checked in for the Thunder. Westbrook comes in for Dennis Schroeder. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, during the last break, I heard Quinn Snyder talking with his team. With them getting outshot from the perimeter, he told them we have got to defend the three-point line. Those threes are destroying us. We'll see if they can tighten it up, Kevin.
Thank you, David. For three, Westbrook. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. For Utah, they've gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. Westbrook with the steal. Outside, George. And there's the feed to Patterson. Here's Roberson. Shot clock at 6. Hits the three-point bomb. And now a 5-point Oklahoma City lead.
Really in a good position thanks to the accuracy from beyond.
They set the pick. Mitchell dishes to Favors. Gobert the screen. Shoots off the screen. And Favors kicks to Ingles. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Patterson's got his 5th rebound in this one. Westbrook passes to Patterson. Screen by Adams. Jumper off the screen. Oklahoma City gets it back. And here's Westbrook from the arc. Shot clock reset for Oklahoma City. Another miss. Boy, they had their chance there, but couldn't get it to go. Ingles kicks to Rubio. Ingles with the screen for Rubio. Gobert the screen. The dish to Favors. There's a good screen. Shoots over Patterson. The Jazz with another miss.
Affecting the shot in a big way there. Excellent defense.
Well, you talk about getting into the space of the shooter. This is how you defend the paint.
Roberson dishes to Patterson. Outside Westbrook. Beyond the arc. And it's Westbrook again missing.
Well, it's been an up and down quarter for him on the offensive end. Mostly down, though.
Ingles. And down it goes. Jamming that one home.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure. Here's Patterson. The shot's good on the assist by George. George has got 3 assists in the game.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And Gobert kicks to Favors. Shoots over Patterson. Again, Favors missing.
And defensively moving his feet there, staying right on top of the shooter.
What a great job contesting without fouling. Exactly how you want to defend the mid-range shot.
And so the ball out of bounds. Gobert touched it last.
And defensively, great anticipation, making a play there on the ball.
Well, superb awareness, Greg, right? Not allowing them to get comfortable running their offense, being super aggressive.
Outside Westbrook. Adams with the screen on Rubio. 5 on the clock. Screen by Adams. And that'll be Oklahoma City as it goes out of bounds. Thunder retain possession. And so the ball out of bounds. Gobert touched it last.
Well, that's an example of 2 teammates on a different page. They're both looking at each other like, hey, what was going on there?
And out of bounds as Utah gains possession.
Ouch, that's a waste of possession. Got to shake it off and forget it happened, guys.
Jazz trail by 5. Rubio outside. He kicks to Mitchell. Here's Favors. The baseline jumper goes down.
Well, this is the jump shot of Favors, continuing to look better and better. It's encouraging to see him shoot these so confidently.
That three off the mark. For Utah, they've gone 6 of 11 since the start of the fourth quarter. George against Ingles. Favors with the screen. Passes to Mitchell. Just 5 on the clock. Right side Favors. And then Favors with the dunk.
Oh, you love to see Favors get high for the slam. What an impressive vertical with that size.
There's the screen. Westbrook wide open. He fires. And again, no good by Oklahoma City. Dishes it to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert. And that's a double-double for him now. 11 points and 12 rebounds. Neither team here in the fourth generating a lot of separation.
Yeah, it's been a close one. 5 times the lead has switched hands thus far.
And Roberson kicks to George. Off target from outside.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Feeds it to Rubio. Great D that time from Westbrook.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
He feeds it to Robertson. Back to Westbrook. From deep. Rebound, Utah. Gobert's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. Ingles passes to Rubio. Now Ingles. Gobert with a screen for Ingles. Gobert the screen. Here's Favors. Doesn't go for him. So the Thunder will take it the other way. Here's Roberson. He dishes it to Westbrook. Back to Robertson. Gobert with the block. Ingles against George. Favors. It's good on the putback. And the Jazz lead by 3.
How about the confidence and calm demeanor of the young guy, Derek Favors? Big time delivery.
Rubio against Westbrook. The putback. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. And here are the Jazz now. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. Kicks it to Mitchell. The Jazz working the ball around now. Gobert the screen. Rubio with it. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. Ingles can't get it to go. Thunder trailing by 3. Pass to Westbrook. Wide open. And it's Westbrook again missing. Utah has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. 51 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Favors with a screen on Patterson. Here's Ingles. Offensive rebound. Favors. Adams, some nice D.
And it's not easy to get those stops at the rim, but he does a great job with it.
Yeah, he can make it look simple on the interior when it's really not. He knew exactly how to guard on the inside.
Westbrook kicks to Patterson. For Gobert. It's in! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
Fearless, decisive, on point.
Which is exactly what you have to be, especially when your team needs a bucket.
19 seconds left in the fourth. And an intentional foul right there.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let him dribble the game.
First free throw is good, and that will put them up by 2.
That's so much that Rubio gives you. The last thing that has to come to me is the range shooting.
And he cannot convert on the second. That misses.
And it's still within reach.
Maybe, but they've got to to score every time they touch the ball.
Outside Westbrook. Shoots over Rubio.
It's in!
And tie game. That is a huge basket right there.
This guy is clutch. He's money. The game's in the balance. Russell Westbrook says it's my turn.
Utah calls timeout. And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Steven Adams.
And he's provided them with a major mismatch on that low block tonight. That they've been able to lean on his scoring in the paint. And if nothing else has worked, he's given them a reliable option on every possession.
And that's going to do it for regulation. So we are headed to overtime. Live from Vivint Smart Home Arena, you're watching 2K Sports. Well, if you're just joining us, the intensity has really heated up in this one. As we watch this one. And so off the tip, it's Oklahoma City. And so they have the first opportunity on offense right here as we begin overtime. Courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineup for us now in overtime. And so in the game for the Jazz, the tough defending Favors and Gobert make up the big men. Ricky Rubio is out there with Mitchell, and it's Cephalosha in at the 3 spot.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Launches it. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist. Cephalosha's got the first points here in the overtime period for the Jazz. Westbrook dishes to George. Pass to Patterson. Screen by Adams. The 3 from George. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
How good, Kevin, is Paul George at getting separation? He uses the screen perfectly and sticks it to the defense.
Rubio outside. It's tipped. Well, as we saw, 4 quarters not enough. We're just over a minute into overtime. Sinks the three-pointer.
Love Westbrook's ability to shoot it off the dribble. The stop, the rise, the fire. He makes it look easy.
Gobert, the screen. Favors with the screen on Adams. Here's Mitchell. Favors trying to break free. Misses from short range.
Well, I wouldn't say the D was exceptional, but it certainly was enough to bother him.
Jazz trail by 3. And Rubio kicks to Gobert. Gobert, the screen. Now here is Cephalosha, defended by George. Cephalosha passes to Rubio. Outside Favors. And the pass to Gobert. Shoots over Adams. Another miss by Utah.
Affecting the shot in a big way there. Excellent defense.
Well, you talk about getting into the space of the shooter. This is how you defend the paint.
Jazz have gone 1 of 4 from the field in the overtime period so far. Cephalosha dishes to Rubio. The feed to Gobert. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
That's just sloppy. I mean, you can't lose control of the ball like that and let it get back across midcourt.
You know, I guess the only good thing about it is it didn't turn into a fast break the other way. Dead ball turnover.
Screen by Adams. Back to Robertson. To the middle. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Well, we all know Steven Adams is one of the most physical guys in the NBA. He is so solid at using his body to pick up fouls.
No good on the second free throw.
Well, Steven Adams is a guy who understands his role. He wants to play hard-nosed defense. He wants to score it anytime he's got a deep touch in the paint. Love his approach.
There's a screen. Favors with the screen. The three from Cephalosha. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
If you want to cut into a lead, you have got to trust your teammates and move the ball.
And George kicks to Westbrook. The dish to Patterson. 6 on the shot clock. Patterson setting the pick for George. Sinks the three-pointer. And the Thunder lead by 7.
Listen, Paul George is a high IQ basketball player, positions himself beautifully off the screen.
Gobert the screen. And Rubio kicks to Mitchell. That's in, coming off an assist from Rubio. Mitchell's got 21 in the game.
And the crowd is loving this long-range bomb attack that we're seeing here tonight, coming right back to answer a three with one of their own.
Boy, Kev, what a day Patrick Patterson is having. The points coming in bunches. He has been superb.
And Andre Robertson is going to pick up the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Utah with the ball. They trail by 7. And here's Rubio. 5 to shoot. Out to Favors. Lets the 3 fly. Nails it. And now they trail by just 4.
Kevin, do you love that Derek Favors demanded the basketball with the game hanging in the balance? How beautiful, how tough.
Patterson against Gobert. Here's Robertson. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark.
And this is not a time to be patient with the basketball.
No, you've got to act quickly here. I mean, look for the quick score and either a fast foul or a steal. No options.
Rubio misses.
Well, you see the struggles he's having getting anything to go.
Yeah, I mean, he's obviously cold right now, but he's trying to find that rhythm. You've got to keep working.
And they go to the intentional foul.
That's his 3rd personal foul. At the line for the Thunder, Russell Westbrook, taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that puts them up by 5.
You love the skill set that Russell Westbrook has worked so hard to develop, guys. He can go with the drive, the jumper, and as an elite defender, boy, when he's locked in, it's trouble for the offense.
And he adds to their lead with some very solid free throws.
Utah calls timeout. They're behind by 6. 17 seconds left in the first overtime. What's your take, guys?
And I'm not sure the 2-point bucket does much here. I think they got to go for 3.
Unless it's an and one, a 2-pointer makes no sense. Unfortunately for them, the defense knows this too.
Favors attacking. And a miss there off the inbound. And so they choose to intentionally foul. Gets the first. That makes it a 7-point lead. So it gets them both, and it's an 8-point game. Utah calls timeout. They trail by 8. 12 seconds left in the first overtime. Action has been terrific. Guys, what's your take?
And obviously, look, they want to finish the game strong, but right now, look at the frustration on their faces.
It's very evident, Greg. You can tell they're upset. They've got to calm down and simply play this one possession at a time.
Allen passes to Udo. Neto kicks to Crowder. Burks on the wing. The tray. No good. So it's Oklahoma City picking up the win. They escape with a victory, although